assessment asks us to work backward to synthesize this alcohol using two different epoxide and Grignard strategies. We want to number our carbons in this molecule, and we want to be very careful with our carbon numbers in this type of synthesis question. Let's focus on carbon number 5. Carbon number 5 has the oxygen attached. That means carbon number 5 used to be part of the epoxide. When considering which bond is the bond we're going to make, it's not going to be one of the bonds to carbon 5. It's not going to be the 4-5 bond or the 6-5 bond. Instead, what this means is that if the oxygen is attached to carbon 5, carbon 4 used to be part of an epoxide, or carbon 6 used to be part of an epoxide. The bonds we're making then, if we think about this in a retrosynthetic fashion, the bonds that we're making would be the bond between carbon 3 and carbon 4 in one case, or the bond between carbon 6 and carbon 7 in the other case. These are the bonds that we're making. And carbon 4 and 5 used to be the epoxide, or carbon 5 and 6 used to be the epoxide. So let's go through these strategies. If carbon 4 and 5 used to be the epoxide, that means that I used to have an epoxide between carbon 4 and carbon 5. And I'm forming the 4-3 bond. So 5 is still attached to 6, which is still attached to 7, and 8, and 9, 10, and 11. Bring our carbon numbers back so we don't drop or add any. And I would react this epoxide with a Grignard at carbon number 3. Carbon number 3 could be a Grignard that could attack and open this epoxide. So this Grignard reagent at carbon number 3 can attack carbon number 4 to open up the epoxide, and then after acidic quench would form the alcohol at carbon number 5. This would be one strategy to make this alcohol. The other strategy would be making the 6-7 bond, which means the epoxide used to be between carbons 5 and 6. So if we had an epoxide between carbon 5 and 6, 5 would still be attached to 4. 4 would still be attached to 3, which is still attached to 2 and 1. And we're forming the bond between carbon 6 and carbon 7. So that means carbon 7 used to be the Grignard reagent. Carbon 7 was a Grignard reagent, and then we have 8, 9, 10, and 11. Carbon 7 could attack carbon 6, open up the epoxide, and that would put the alcohol at carbon number 5. These are the two Grignard and epoxide strategies that could make this alcohol in one step.